In Texas, live bulls with horns as long as a person's height, capable of punching through walls. Think that's the limit? Think again. Today you'll learn about the most incredible bulls on the planet. Giant diving champions with unique lungs, humped sprinters faster than racehorses, horned tanks with weapons longer than human height, fluffy titans surviving in extreme cold, and evolutionary relatives of ocean giants. The Asian water buffalo is a 6.5-foot behemoth about the size of a jeep, capable of uprooting trees with bare hooves and fighting tigers one-on-one. But its ruthless superpower isn't in muscles, it's in diving ability. This giant can hold its breath longer than polar bears, otters, and beavers. 70% of its diet consists of underwater plants that it calmly grazes from lake and river bottoms. Picture this. A 1-ton mountain of muscle leisurely chewing algae underwater, holding its breath for a time that would kill a human. Scientists still don't know how its body handles such stress, since the buffalo's anatomy looks nothing like aquatic mammals. No flippers, webbing, or streamlined shape. But there's an amazing connection to its distant relatives. The zebu looks like the result of a mad experiment. Imagine a cow with gazelle legs, a camel's hump, and horns growing straight toward the sky. But the most mind-blowing part, its hump isn't fat like a camel's, but pure muscle. Why did nature grow a muscular mountain on this bull's back? Scientists have been scratching their heads for 100 years, proposing theories from cooling systems to built-in shock absorbers. Young animals have noticeably smaller humps, but adult zebu sport muscular growths that look like natural backpacks. And zebu produce roars that shake windows for miles around, like a car-sized lion decided to demonstrate its voice. But that's just the beginning of its amazing abilities. That same zebu weighs over half a ton, but runs almost as fast as thoroughbred racehorses. In western Indian states, they hold breathtaking kart races where these horned sprinters demonstrate incredible speed. Due to their stubborn nature and specific body structure, nobody rides zebu. Imagine trying to saddle an angry rhinoceros with a hump. But in harness, these bulls show fantastic endurance, terrain crossing ability, and maneuverability. Genetically, zebu separated from European cattle 300,000 years ago, but can still crossbreed with them, producing offspring with iron immunity. In Madagascar, there are more of these bulls than people. Zebu play a crucial role in local culture. Hit like if you want to ride in such a cart. Even more mind-blowing facts about mutant bulls ahead. The Texas Longhorn carries 2 spears on its head, each about 6 feet long. That's taller than most people. Horn span reaches 13 feet, comparable to a small airplane's wingspan. These bone spikes are powerful at the base, gradually narrow, and end in sharp points capable of punching through a car door. One strike is enough to knock out a predator for several days. It seems such weapons would turn any animal into an uncontrollable berserker. But longhorns are the embodiment of calm. They're more patient than house cats, more loyal than golden retrievers, and more peaceful than doves. These bulls are descendants of the first cattle brought during Columbus's time. Life in isolation turned them into a unique breed with incredible temperament. That same longhorn possesses a superpower that camels would envy. It survives in conditions that kill any other cattle within 24 hours. In Texas deserts, where temperatures melt boot soles and rain doesn't fall for months, longhorns feel right at home. They can go longer than other bull breeds without water and food, eating thorns and dried grass that ordinary cows wouldn't even sniff. Ranchers calmly leave herds free-ranging in places crawling with mountain lions, coyotes, and wolf packs. Those same spear horns easily fend off any attacks. Perhaps in a few generations, longhorns will become the world's first riding bull breed, since their gentle nature perfectly suits partnership with humans. But this isn't the planet's most extreme bull yet. The yak resembles a giant stuffed toy the size of a minibus, but under that fluffy fur hides a 6.5-foot titan weighing a ton. Wild yak is the planet's fiercest bull, capable of single-handedly scattering a pack of a dozen seasoned wolves. It hates humans, avoids civilization, and doesn't fight like noble knights, not head-to-head, but cunningly aims horns at opponents' sides, seeking to inflict serious wounds. Adult male body length exceeds 15 feet, making it one of the world's largest mountain animals. Scientists still don't know how ancient peoples managed to tame these untamable giants. Domestic yak is almost 25% smaller than wild ones, but retained legendary endurance and gained a calmer temperament. Yak is the only large animal comfortable at altitudes where humans develop deadly mountain sickness. On the roof of the world, in the Himalayas, where air is so thin that every breath comes with difficulty, yak frolics like at the seashore. It has enlarged lungs and heart, and blood carries much more oxygen than other mammals. Real biological magic. But there's a side effect. If you bring a yak down from mountains, it suffers from overheating and too much oxygen in blood. Natural adaptation only works in extreme highland conditions, making yak a prisoner of its own perfection. But ahead is the most shocking fact about bulls. Prepare for the most mind-blowing fact. Asian water buffalo is a distant relative of whales and dolphins. Millions of years ago, ancestors of modern whales were land-dwelling hoofed animals that gradually went to sea, becoming ocean giants. Today's diving buffalo are repeating a similar evolutionary path. They're getting better adapted to aquatic environments. Their diving abilities are developing, and bodies are adapting for water life. Who knows, maybe in millions of years of development, buffalo descendants will also master the aquatic realm. Evolution isn't a stopped process from textbooks, but a living force creating amazing creatures right before our eyes. Every day, nature conducts experiments whose results surpass the wildest science fiction. The world is full of incredible creatures hiding superpowers under ordinary appearances. Remember, evolution never sleeps, every second creating new amazing beings that tomorrow might change our understanding of what's possible. See you soon!